Hello, my great, great friends. Hope you're having an amazing day.
Yeah. Hello, friends.
Part 7, Handle with Care. We hope you've gotten a couple tidbits from this series to treat yourself with some gentleness, to treat yourself with some love, because life really is about love. At the end of the day, it's going to be all that matters. So I'm holding a book here called The Rhythm of Life by Matthew Kelly. Truly, one of the greatest books you'll ever read. And the man wrote it back in the late 90s. It was way ahead of its time. The first time I read this book, I just dunked the whole thing in yellow highlighter because it blew my mind. But there was a lesson in there that was just amazing that I thought would go great in this series. And in the book, Matthew basically says, not in these exact terms, Kaylee, if you had $1 million racehorse and he was running in the Kentucky Derby next week, maybe it's a female racehorse, by the way, would you feed your racehorse burger, fries, and beer?
No,
Why?
because it wouldn't help the horse be healthy. It would make it unhealthy.
Do you think there's a pretty good chance the horse wouldn't win the race?
Yeah.
It's just completely brilliant. And would you say also you wouldn't do it because you love the horse?
Yep.
We live in this world today where people are eating lots of burgers, lots of fries, lots of beer, lots of things that are even worse than that. And they wonder why their life is turning out the way that it is turning out. And Kaylee,
Yes.
would you say essentially that your life is kind of a race of sorts? It's like a Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, definitely.
And do you want to win this race called life?
Yes.
And do you hope with this channel that we help some people win this race called life?
Yeah, definitely.
And is it because we love the people that watch our videos?
Yes.
And the real message of this story to me, and I'm sure there's lots of interpretations, is yeah, we wouldn't feed our racehorse burgers, fries, and beer because we want it to win the race, because we love it. But yet we live in this world where people are doing the opposite of that left and right. Obesity, leading cause of voluntary death, might be second to smoking. I know they were kind of flip-flopping. 100,000 people this year died from alcohol. Would you say that's like a socially acceptable addiction?
It's just not good.
And if you carry that into the story of the racehorse, what we know is this. If people loved themselves, do you think they would be doing that?
No.
And do you think everyone in this life really, at the end of the day, what they want more than anything is love?
Yes.
And would you perhaps think then that people are trying to substitute those other behaviors for love?
Yep.
And would you say it'll be like a dead end or a black hole?
Yes, definitely. Unfortunately.
In this society that we live in, we have to learn to love ourselves. And if we don't do that, we're going to really live out life's greatest fear. And that greatest fear, it's a half-lived life. So as we close out this series, just take out a sheet of paper and list out all the ways that you're not loving yourself. And then after you've done that, start asking yourself, what could you do instead? These things, they don't just magically go away, they get replaced.
Yes.
And you got to replace with the opposite loving virtue. But if you don't learn how to love yourself, this race called life, which is not a dress rehearsal, it's not going to be as happy as it could be. And Kaylee, we want to teach 100,000 people how to love themselves. We have no other agenda than that besides leaving the world a better place, right?
Yeah.
So, how's the audience going to help us do that?
By hitting like, subscribe, comment down below, and share this video.
And would you agree, Kaylee, everyone that watches these videos in their own right is a $1 million racehorse?
Yes.
Don't forget it. You're a $1 million racehorse. Love you. See you next week.